Here. I'm so glad you guys are here with me. Jacqueline Jax from AVA Live Radio. I am doing a live stream on Facebook right now, and I'm also talking to you guys here on YouTube. And I'm really excited about this Girl Boss episode 2. Let me just tell you first, Girl Boss episode 1 got deleted. But I'm kind of glad it did because I actually am here to make it even better. And the reason why is because there are some things that happened in the last week since I recorded that episode. And that's why, it's funny. Whenever I try to get into doing pre-recorded episodes on YouTube, what always happens to me is I'm like, yeah, but so much just happened before the video launches and I want to like redo it. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like it was a blessing because the things that I said in that Girl Boss episode really have changed already. And although it was kind of saying a lot of the stuff that I have to deliver to you guys today, it still wasn't entirely there and not entirely as good as it is going to be right now. So if you are out there trying to make your dreams come true, you guys no doubt are suffering with a lot of guilt, a lot of fear, a lot of responsibility, a lot of stress every single day because you're kind of feeling like maybe you're feeling like it's not happening fast enough, or, what are other people thinking? I'm putting this stuff out there. I feel really vulnerable. I'm failing in my eyes. Are people thinking I'm failing? All those kind of things are going through your head. So this episode is going to be great for your mindset. It's also going to be really, really great for you moving forward because I think that the things I have to say about the experience that I just recently went through in my journey are going to help you out a lot in yours. Let me just start this episode, though, by saying that, one, you can respect other people's opinions, but you don't have to tie your happiness to it. And I think this is something we all need to get in the mindset of, is that other people's opinions are wonderful, right? They give us insights. They give us food for thought. They give us ideas. They give us inspiration to move in one direction or another. But you ultimately have to listen to your happiness inside, that happiness factor. And one of the ways that I kind of map that out with me is that whenever I'm in something and I feel drained, if ever I feel like I don't want to get up that day and start on that project, right? I see myself kind of like heading towards another project instead of getting something done for the one that I'm in. Then I start to say, all right, it's time to make a list. It's time to make a list for the happiness factor and see what is wrong with what I'm doing or I'm supposed to be doing every day that isn't making me happy and feel fulfilled. This is the happiness factor that I'm talking about, right? It's where you really, really need to be every single day. Now, you're going to be in jobs. A lot of people are in jobs that doesn't make them happy or fulfilled anymore. And that's okay because you can start a side hustle until you could figure out what makes you really, really happy and move towards that. That's what Girl Boss is about. It's about figuring that out, that thing that makes you the most happy and where that's going to be and where it's going to sit in your life. Is it going to be something that's going to be a new job for you? Or is it going to be a hobby that you really love every day? What is it going to be and what form is it going to take? Now, just recently, I've been talking to you guys about building an online fashion brand. And this is something that my mom loves, right? She is in the fashion business. I am in the music business and I love the business that I'm in. It doesn't say that I didn't enjoy doing fashion because I do. I did it a lot 6 years ago with my mom and 14 years before that when I was in high school. So I always did singing, but I did fashion too. Now, over the past 10 years, I kind of strayed a lot away from it and I got full-time into music, branding, and marketing. And I'm a radio show host full-time for AVA Live Radio. With that comes a lot of responsibility because I'm always hooking up artists with opportunities, right? And I'm doing radio shows every single day, sometimes 2, 3 a day. I'm doing interviews with that. There's a lot of business strategy and marketing that goes into it. There's also a marketing team that I work with every day. There's also artists that I work with every day, one-to-one, on helping them build their brand and strategy. So why would I tackle another business? Well, I have a lot of merchandise that is from my mom's fashion brand, and it's beautiful. And recently I had been asked to ambassador for a lot of different brands, which made me take a lot of pictures, which did really, really well, right? And it was serving them really well. So my mom said, can you do a store and put all of this merchandise in a store? Is it something that you might consider doing? So I said, well, let me take a look at it. It was on my schedule. I put it on my schedule months ago, and I decided no matter what I'm doing in February or end of January, I am going to take a look at this project and see if it's something that I can possibly do for her and get into. So rather than just wholesale the whole lot out, and we thought, okay, I'm going to try and take the pictures and set up a brand and a merchandise brand. I thought it would be good for you guys to understand it and see how to do it, see if it was something you wanted to do for you. Which in one of these episodes, I am going to break down exactly what's involved, maybe at the end of this one. But let's just go through this story because this is where it's going to help you. So in the course of building the store, which was one of the first things to do, I said, I'm going to take pictures because I have to take pictures anyway, and for, different social media stuff that I do. And I'm going to take these pictures and we're going to start building a website for the store. While I was in the process of building the website, doing the site descriptions, thinking about the marketing strategy for the launch, thinking about what kind of people I needed to hire for the business, how we were going to deal with customer care, how we were going to deal with returns and distribution, how we were going to deal with retail pricing. I mean, all of these things, right? There's so many things. The content distribution, the public relations, who's going to handle the day-to-day activities of the business, who is going to handle the customer care, which was huge. In fashion merchandising, there is an enormous amount of time that goes into customer care. Who's going to watch the overhead? Who is going to make sure that the inventory turns over? So as things get sold, who's going to update the inventory, make sure that things are getting shipped out, make sure that returns are happening, exchanges are happening, people are being contacted, customer care, messages, all that stuff. All of that was happening over my last month as I started to dive deeper into this. And I realized that I was getting up every day feeling exhausted. And it was about after 2 weeks and the store almost being built and ready to launch that I did something drastic. I made a list of all the things that I had yet to do and all the things that I had done and all the things that I was enjoying doing. And I realized that the only thing that I was enjoying doing in this was taking pictures, which is what I do every day for my job anyway. And I thought, this is not something that I want to move forward with. This is not where I'm happy. And it's taken such a great deal of my time, and it's going to continue because it's a commitment to take it. So I sat down and I talked to my mom about it, and she said, oh my gosh, no, I want you to be happy. I mean, you already have a job that you're really, really happy with. And I don't want this to get in the way of that or make you feel drained at the end of your day when you could be singing, you could be doing anything that you want to do with your free time. You don't have to do this. You know what I mean? So we decided that this was not going to move forward. Now, the reason why I think this is such a great lesson for you to learn is that if you're feeling that, like for me, when I'm exhausted, that's my meter telling me, because you know me, if you've been on board with me, I run at 150 miles an hour every day and I am loving it. I love the work that I do, but it doesn't exhaust me where I'm drained. It exhausts me where I want to sleep and then I want to get up and do it the next day. This was not that. So if that is your feeling in what you're doing every day, you are killing yourself unnecessarily, because there are things that you can do to change it, right? Of course, you can change that. And that's what I want you to take from this main episode. I want you to start taking responsibility for your decisions and be accountable for every choice you make. I'm fully accountable. And if you notice, I have no fear in telling you that I'm not moving forward with a project. There's not a single piece of fear in my head. It is a relief. It is something that I am so excited about the decision I made because I now have more time to do something I really want to do. That's really important. Now, I'm lucky because over the years, I've found a job that makes me money, that pays my way in life, and allows me to be comfortable. By no means am I rich, but it allows me to be comfortable depending on the amount of work and time I put into it. If I put a lot of work and time and I take on a lot of clients, I make more money, right? But I can make that decision every single day, whether I want to do more or I want to do less. That's where you need to be. You need to be making those really good choices that are not by monetized, not leading with the money. Don't ever lead with the money. Lead with the happiness first. Because look, you can live in a less expensive place. You can drive a less expensive car. You don't have to buy a lot of clothes every year. There are things that you can do, the choices you can make to work around everything. You know what I mean? You are not responsible for everyone else's happiness. There's a balance in there. You know what I mean? A lot of the stuff that you probably feel very struggled with or strangled by probably are put on by you. Like you accept that, you choose to accept responsibility for those things. So there's a balance that you have to strike in this. Now, I could easily blame everyone else, and I want to talk to you about this. I could easily say that I'm not this because of this, or I don't make enough money because of this. And I know it's tempting to do it. And I know it makes you feel frustrated when you are doing something for someone else, and as a result, you're making less money, or you're not able to do something that you really want to do. But let's just face it. The hours that you spend doing everything you do are determined by you. Whether you spend a lot of hours doing one thing or another, that is still your choice. And if you feel that you are burdened by somebody, then you need to look at that mindset and think, am I really burdened? Or did I take this responsibility? Did I get on to this action? You know what I mean? Did I get on board with this? And you need to own it. Because the worst thing you could do to people is say, I am not this because of you, or I am not this because of this that happened in my life. You know what I mean? Hey, Jim, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. Jonathan, hi. How are you guys? It's awesome to see you. I'm also on live stream, by the way, for those of you watching me on YouTube. Blaming other people for your future and your actions just doesn't make sense. It makes no sense. And it took me a long time to get out of that mindset, because I had a lot of people in my life that I let into my life, and I continued to try with them, right? Continued to try with them in order to have them in my life. And then I realized I can't have them in my life anymore, because it's bringing me down, and it's taking me down, and it's draining me, and it's making me less impactful in my life and in the things that I want to accomplish. So this whole video, this whole lesson is in you finding what is going to make you the most happy. By getting in this mindset, mold that mindset that I'm going to suffocate the negativity, the negative energy. I'm not going to think about what is standing in my way. I'm thinking about what actions I need to take in order to make things happen. I'm going to write those down. And I'm going to look at them every single day. And every single day that I spend an hour with somebody else, or I spend an hour watching TV, or I spend an hour doing something that I feel I need to do, can I shorten that in any way? Can I do it for 30 minutes? Can I do it for 20 minutes? Can I do it for 15? Do I have to do it at all? And can I take that hour and move forward on my life and things that I need to do? That is the gold. You could do that every single day, and you would capture 30 days of moving forward, 30 days of impact that you could make on yourself and on your world. 30 days, every single month. Because there's sleep time, right? You get 8 hours of sleep. What if you got 7? What if you got 6 hours of sleep for 4 days a week? How many hours would that give you a week? Wow, I just found some hours. Is there a favorite television show that you watch? Could you record it and not watch it and spend that hour and a half doing something else? Think about it. In your drive to work and your drive home every day, what can you be doing in your drive to learn? Can you listen to a podcast that will teach you more so that you don't have to listen to it on the other times? Is there somebody, a mentor that you could be talking to? All those little times, all those pieces are yours. They're all yours. And if you really look closely, you'll find them. You will find many of them, actually. You know, like I'm choosing to spend this time right here with you guys. Why? Because I want you to have this. I want you to have this information. I could be doing something off my own project right now, but I made this choice to be here because it's important, because I found this mindset again, and I automatically do it and go through this process, but I never document it, and I didn't think of how it could help you because it always serves me. And I was like, this is how I make a decision, and that's what I need to talk to you guys about. That's one of the things that I do every single day is I make all these decisions, and I make all of these shifts, you know, that you probably don't see or notice, but they all happen. And I don't do them out of fear. I don't do them out of blame. I don't do them out of anything else other than taking responsibility for my own actions and saying, that's not going to get me the happiness that I deserve and that I want. That's not going to get me to where I need to be by this time next year. So that's it. 16 minutes of impact. 16 minutes of something that really changes the clock. So I want you to remember not to let anyone else's clock set your clock. Your time is your time. And what you do with it is all on you. It's not on anybody else. If you are taking care of a child, if you are taking care of your mother like I am, if you're taking care of your father, if you're spending time with somebody who needs your help, that's on you. That is your happiness. And so own it, be present, and just do it. But don't think that that is going to take away from your happiness, because it's not their responsibility to make you happy. It's your responsibility to make you happy. So the big thing, and I'm going to repeat this again, is don't tie your happiness to anything else other than your choices. And if those choices aren't making you happy, then strategize a way to make it different. But it's still all on you. The amount of money you make, the amount of money you don't make, the amount of impact you make, the amount of impact you don't make, the amount of, if you're a musician, the amount of music you make, the amount that you don't make. It is all on you. I know it's going to be hard, right? It's going to be hard to swallow this, but there's nobody that you can blame for this, because you let them in your life. You let them be there. So just enjoy them being there, or don't. And if you don't, then make a change. Because how many days do you have left? I mean, like, we only come this way once, right? Only once. All right, so I am getting to my life right now. I'm going to go and do something, and you guys are going to hang out and make a list of everything you want in your life and what your dreams are and what you want to come true in this next month and this next year, however long, whatever it is. And you know what? I would love to hear it. So even if it's just like one comment below this video, let me know what it is. What is it that really lights your fire? What is it that you're doing or not doing, or that you'd like to do, or that you really want to do very, very soon, or you're striving to do? What are you trying to work for? You know, I want to hear that in the comments. That's what I really want from you. All right, guys, you have a really awesome day. I will be doing some marketing strategy around Facebook and Instagram as we move throughout the day. It's going to be a really, really great rest of my day, actually. It's, what time is it here right now? It is 3:30. So 3:30 Eastern time in Florida. I've already got my workout in. I am now going to get to some of my clients and see what they're up to, and go look around at your comments on social media too, as I take, I'll probably take like a 30-minute break and just check and see what you guys said. Read this. All right, have a good day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Thanks for watching.